Once upon a time in 2025, when many of us would gather around and talk about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, her case, and post-prison shenanigans. Creators would fight among one another. Drama created left and right out of nowhere. Drama before was to a minimum, and for the most part, everyone got along regardless of if there were differences of beliefs. Maybe I'm ignorant. Maybe I haven't seen the drama and the signs before, but I recall seeing it be at its lowest. One day in April, there were whispers of an infiltration group against creators, allegedly existing and taking place in Discord, where discussions of what their plans for creators were. The names of the members have not been disclosed, though I believe one, and that name is Jessi Moore, aka Dearwhattheheck, aka Jessi McGoo, aka Goddess, aka, well, let's end the AKAs, or we will be here for 2 days laying out all her aliases and sock accounts. Who is Jessi Moore, and why do we need to know about her? Well, we know Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the mommy murderer who only did 8.5 years in prison for a crime she orchestrated and quite possibly carried out physically due to the FOIAs and evidence that were released, and how she's a narcissist and psychopath. She was released from prison and immediately hopped on social media to collect blood money and influence our younger generation into believing she was a victim and how they can get away with crime as well. As if it weren't bad enough, and we thought maybe we had seen the worst, here comes Jessi Moore, someone who is actually more dangerous, if not worse, than Gypsy Rose herself. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you wish to see more from me in the future. Today we're exposing Jessi Moore, aka Dearwhattheheck, all over again. I said we would cover what the psych had to say about Jessi. In the Circuit County Court of the 6th Judicial Circuit of the State of Florida in and for Pinellas County, ordered for psychological evaluation. The court finds that the issue of the defendant's competency must be addressed. It is therefore necessary to appoint the court psychologist for the criminal division to evaluate defendant for the purpose of determining the need for a full competency evaluation and or to conduct such evaluation. It is therefore ordered and adjudged that the court psychologist for the criminal division is appointed to examine defendant regarding the issue of defendant's competency and or to conduct a full competency evaluation. It is further ordered that if a competency evaluation has been ordered, counsel for the defense shall prepare the court approved order to determine mental condition and shall submit the same to the court for the signature. Finding defendant competent. Pursuant to Florida Rules of Criminal Procedure 3.210-3.212, this court hereby finds that the defendant is competent to proceed. This court's finding is based on the following: the testimony of the doctor who did the evaluation. What does it mean? If someone in Florida is court-ordered for a psychological evaluation and the report or judge order says they were found competent, they have been found competent to proceed, meaning they are mentally capable of understanding the legal process and participating in their defense. And in Florida, this is officially referred to as being competent to proceed under Florida Statute 916.12. A mental health professional evaluates certain criteria such as whether the person understands the charges against them, whether they can understand the roles of the judge, prosecutor, and defense attorney, whether they can assist their attorney in preparing a defense, or whether they can make rational decisions about their case. What they don't find competent is it simply means any mental illness does not prevent them from understanding or participating in the case. It also does not determine guilt or innocence. It only affects whether the case can move forward. So because she was found competent, it means she was mentally fit enough to continue through the court process. The last night at midnight, Jessi decided she was going to do a random live while her parents were sleeping. And to say the least, it was really strange. Only one person was viewing, but she kept talking like so many people were there, constantly saying, "Hey, babes," or "Hey, lovey," which was weird, and she kept singing quite annoyingly, too. The girl was completely tone deaf, but she kept switching her voice on and off again, saying, my throat chakras, silencing me like some crazed weirdo. I don't think she understands what a throat chakra is. It's not called a throat chakra anyways. There are various chakras throughout our body, but it's not called that. She's absolutely unhinged.
Story that I wrote based on a nightmare when I was a child. I wrote marble notebooks. I wrote front to back a whole story in multiple notebooks, and it was called The Intruder. And in order to speak this without being held liable, I changed the intruder's name to Madison. Just say it. Her name is not Madison. It's definitely another girly name. Hey, Lovey Dove, what's going on? Drama. It's funny. Yeah, Jama's a wild cat, you know. I tried to speak to her at some points, but there's really no getting through to her, you know. Really. Window liquors always watching me, keeping on the low. Oh, keeping. No, it's peeping and then keeping. Peeping on the low, they think they know. Window liquors. You keep control of the whole freak show. If you like to play the villain, so do I. I was misunderstood. I was kind. I always forget how the lyrics go. Like, just fumbling, messing around. I'm tripping, I'm hitting, da 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 da. I'm fumbling, I'm in love. No, I'm tripping, I'm bubbling. You know the Fergie song? Oh, 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 oh. It's been a long time since I heard of all this stuff. For a while, man, you know. Hey, lovey doveys. Thank you for coming. This is Jessi's stream. Starting to lose my voice. It must be the third chakra, but that's okay. I'm about to grab some wawa water. Just give me a second. Okay, I'm back, lovey doveys. Hey, love. What's going on? Hey, baby. Sound racist? Trolls will be trolling in a minute. That's a New York kind of thing. Well, actually, it's not really New York entirely. It is multiple, you know. It's slang, basically. Hey, lovey dovey. What's going on? Hey, babe. Hopefully I'll get my voice back soon. It's just my throat chakra right now needs to open up. Hey, lovey. Yeah, I really shouldn't do that to my voice, especially if there's going to be a throat chakra that needs to be opened, you know? Hey, love. What's going on, baby? So yeah, I thought I was just hanging out, and I think at a point I was going to talk about something. What was it? Doesn't matter now, right? Well, I mean, it definitely matters to me, but at this point, if I'm not remembering it, don't linger on it. Hey, love, what's going on, babe? I'm someone that just likes to let things go, you know? So I lost some portable devices. I will say I lost some portable devices on the beach, and with my man and my ex, I had this issue where if I did lose them, they were like, "Oh, well, we'll just go up and down the beach. We weren't that far. We just have to fucking walk around, you know." And I said, "No, it's okay. Don't worry about it." And then later on, I'm like, we should maybe. Well, I mean, I have other portable devices, but there's always just that one that I bring that's it's like my passy. Hey, Lovey, what's going on? Coast to coast radio. You're boring. What's something that goes lyrics with boring? Nothing kills me anymore. Nothing thrills me anymore.
Anyways, already today she's posted like 15 times or better just on TikTok, and she's posted even more on YouTube. She's talking smack on exposing it over on TikTok, which is a young mom who used to be friends with her until she realized what type of person Jessi really was. I knew there was no way this girl had 7 kids and never touched the internet. Said I ruined my work experience because I was there for a beat. No, girl, you ruined your own reputation, both online and offline, by behaving the way that you do. Just say no to drugs. Clearly, you're still on them because it's obvious something is affecting you. And I'm not saying that to be malicious. So then she goes to pretend she has friends. This is Jessi talking back and forth with herself, like always, because this is what she does. She gets manic, and then she has all these wild conversations and fantasies in her head. She's talking about case studies and the restraining order he got on her, claiming that before he had her served, she was not posting nearly as much about him and was slowing down. No, you didn't. You doubled down and even threw my name into the mix time and time again. If you think your own mugshots look evil, maybe that's a clear sign that you should stop what you're doing and quit hiding behind religion as an excuse to not take accountability for anything. Yes, you heard me right. She tries to compare herself to many real-life people, too. In this post, the ending of Amanda Knox is so relatable. She goes to church with hope. I'm going to try and give God one more chance. Why would he let this happen to me if he existed? I swear if I lose this trial, I am never going to church again and giving up. Okay, for one, this is a restraining order. It's a misdemeanor for stalking, doxing, or harassing. 2, it isn't a criminal case yet. There is no jury. What are you on? However, when you get arrested for violating your restraining order, and let's face it, you will, because you just can't help yourself and you won't shut up already, then you will have your jury trial that you begged for and pleaded for, babes.
How you manage just for.
Then she wanted to continue to talk about exposing it again and making threats of calling the police on her for stalking, when actually she doxed her many times, and exposing it has tried to get away from her many times because they're no longer friends.
I just love when trolls like exposing. She loves to say, "Oh, well, look at you online, right?" And meanwhile, I post 1 minute long videos. I do these 30 to 40 minutes, sometimes 1 hour long live streams, compared to her live streams, hours and hours and hours of West Most, and then she goes to another panel talk about me all day long. And she doesn't realize that it's mentally unwell. And sometimes you're just not aware of what you are doing. The brain is weird. The brain is interesting. It's complex. Anyway, so yeah, they're saying, "Oh, you posted 7 times today." Okay, 1 minute long videos compared to you guys and hours and hours and hours of live streams about me. That's what I thought, baby.
She was obsessed with being Haiti's friend. She mimicked Haiti's avatar by making one similar with no faces, and then really pressing the whole "I'm a stoner" thing, which, if you are, okay, but people don't continually publicly just announce it for attention. It's odd. She tries to talk like exposing it. She created another avatar to resemble Becca Scoops. Hell, she even had the red hair like Gypsy when she cosplayed Ariel. Yikes. Okay, that last one might be a little bit of a stretch, but I actually found out she's been around the gypsy case for several years, so I suppose anything's possible.
Good morning, guys. So, just another day. People like Kesh and Dank on live streams all day, and Haiti Jewelers as well. These are disgusting trash people that do absolutely nothing with their lives. It's actually kind of shocking, and when you see how often they're live, it makes you wonder if they're NPCs. Sorry, I know that sounds delusional. It's kind of a joke, but they really do nothing with their lives. And now something really bad happened to my bestie. And it's all because of fucking Kesh. All because of her. And Haiti Joyless is making it worse. Let me explain something, okay? I've been watching Kesh for over a year. I mean, she does live streams all day long, so it's hard to catch every live stream. But I have caught a lot. I have asked people, hey, have you ever seen Kesh read a text message out loud? And they say, come to think about it, no. Something is fucked up with her doing that, and now her family's in fucking danger, and she doesn't give a shit. She's not apologizing. She's not going out live and saying, guys, I made a huge mistake. She's fucking disgusting. She's trash. And the fact that she lied about me and then put my fucking bestie in danger and whole family and her kids and everything, that woman needs to get the fuck offline. Seriously.
Oh, no, I was going to listen to that, but then I just carried on living my life.
This is my little message for Quiche, whatever she wants to call herself. I hope your pillow is so hot at night that you start to feel burns on your skin. I hope you wake up because you're so fucking hot at night that you trip over something, whatever, in your room, your fucking dresser drawer, I don't know, and your fucking nail starts to peel off. And not just come off, it's the hurt kind, where you're trying to fucking peel it off like a fucking Band-Aid that's been on your skin for a long time, and it hurts. I hope the next time you get an ice cold drink, one of the ice cubes is just a little bit too sharp, and it cuts your throat. And that way, you are silent and can't talk anymore, because you don't deserve to speak. You need to sit down, get the fuck offline. And I'm not the one that's saying this. I'm just barking for her.
She called one of my dear friends a child predator out of the blue for absolutely no reason. And if and when that person decides to speak out, I strongly suggest Jessi run and hides. Because you have no idea what can you just opened up by doing something so stupid. This same person is also friends with the brother that Jessi claims raped her. But then she later admitted she lied about it. Even lied about pregnancies multiple times. Then on Chris Hansen exposing a predator, or known as TCAP, she said that he raped her and stuck to the story multiple times after this man committed suicide. This girl is a sick joke. One we should really take seriously. No, honestly. Look at Gypsy Rose, Katie Joy from Without a Crystal Ball, Bree, their minions, Casey Anthony, Ted Bundy, those that lurk and stalk their next prey and attack. This person latches on, still many years later, talks about that very same person they were stalking, harassing, attempting to get sexual with for advances or some sort of favors. She wants money too. She truly has it in her head. She gets millions of views every day. She gets maybe 2 on anything she ever puts out. Anyways, that's all for today. I can't stand this person. It can only take so much on looking at them or hearing their annoying voice. I dropped some channels and links in the description box if you guys want to look more into who Jessi is before she came to the gypsy community. Please check them out. I'm going to stick to more current things and exposing her that way because I don't know her history and it seems like a rabbit hole I don't really want to fall into. That's something Haiti and exposing and others are getting into, and that's great. They're doing a great job. So go ahead and please comment, like, and subscribe if you will, and I'll see you guys at the next one.